Hi. I'm back. I'm here. Uh, what a roller coaster. Anyway, I'm here to give you a quick update. Um, I'm just at work and I am going to be chewing and talking. So, guys, I finished my first year. Yes, I finished my first year of med school. How was it? Everyone is asking me, sending me emails, and you know me, I don't know, maybe I don't have the patience to type out long things or emails or whatever, but if I talk to you, I will ramble on and then you will pick something out of it. Otherwise, send me another question and then I'll ramble on again. How was my first year? I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. Did I enjoy it? Thoroughly did. I did. I enjoyed it. They tell the truth when they say medicine is not for everyone. You really need to really want it. Really want it. Because at OUM, we are constantly tested on a weekly basis. So I will tell you, there's no weekend that went by where I would be sitting there trying to memorize this much material. Ouch, my apple just fell. And I'm not going to eat the strawberry because COVID. Yeah, so there's no weekend that went by where I didn't question my decision. Because it's a weekend, I have a 4-year-old, she's almost 5. I have a husband, I have a life to live. There's no weekend where I would be sitting there at that desk studying and not questioning my decision. It's not easy, but yes. Oh my God, I cannot even believe it. Like, I'm just like, I think I really have short-term goals. For me, it was just, I just want to finish first year. Now that I've finished first year, I actually feel like I'm done with med school. But the truth is, it's only the beginning. Okay, so some questions. First year, how did I balance work, family, study? I wasn't working full-time. So, and I know there's people who work full-time in my group. There's people who still work full-time, but I wasn't working full-time. I don't know, maybe guys can do that easier, maybe not, I don't know. Yes, I still wanted to have time with my daughter, so Fridays was my day with my daughter, which towards the end ended up being cut. Initially it was the whole Friday was me and her. Then towards the end it was just like, no, you only get a couple of hours and then the other hours go to OUM. But yeah, so I started off working full-time and then cut down to 4 days, and then I cut down to 3 days. So I was really working 3 days a week. I run my own, I'm a sole trader. I have 1 employee. So 3 days I was hands-on in clinic, and then 1 day it's more like admin type, and then the other day is where I spend the day with my daughter and also do OUM. Mind you, there's lectures every day. So in clinic, I would just block out some times for when I have the lectures, and then I would attend the lectures at least. But then on days when I can't attend the lecture, I would have to listen to it in the evening. Sometimes I can't do when I get home, I'm so tired, and then that only means I have more to do over the weekend. So literally weekends were just a no-no for me, no interactions whatsoever. But this is more towards the end. The beginning of the course was okay by me, and you always have to really assess it according to your own background and strengths, right? So for me, I had done a Bachelor of Science for at least 2 years where I did all the sciences and the calculus, all the maths. So if it was a module where I was doing maybe biochemistry, I was fine with that. If it was a module where we do anatomy, I'm a physio, I'm fine with that. So I can catch up on weekends with my friends and stuff. And that way I felt like, yes, I do have a good work-life balance. But then when we get to pharmacology, as a physio, we don't really get into too much pharmacology in uni. So then that's when I was like screaming. So then I have to really concentrate. And then those are the weekends where I'm not even going out to eat out, you know. So really my weekends were just studying. And then, yeah, towards the end, when now it was exam time, for some reason they forgot to give us a study week. Yeah, well, they apologized, but hopefully good for the future students. They will have a study week. We did not. Even on the last week, we still had lectures. So it was insane. I didn't go through all the material for the final week. I think the last 2 lectures I didn't. But luckily, when I got those questions, again, it was about osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, which are the conditions that I'm familiar with, and I managed to get them correct. So you gamble, you work smart. You know, it's more like, okay, I've got this many lectures. Where can I manage to make a good guess and get the answer? So where do I not know and must focus my attention? Because the stash of material is a lot. And so sometimes, most of the time, sometimes, especially for the exam time, it's impossible to think you can go through all the material. Well, I couldn't. But yeah, but thankfully, guys, thankfully, I finished my first year with all HDs and Ds, which is distinction, which was my goal anyway. I just wanted a distinction. So I've managed to do that with all my subjects, distinction and above. So I'm really, really grateful and thankful for that. I feel like I've given myself a good foundation, because as you keep going now, in the second year we'll be going into system-based modules, so you build onto what you've learned. So if you have a good foundation, hopefully that should carry me through. Are you enjoying it? Yes, I am thoroughly enjoying it, which is like, I'm like, am I a sadist or something? How am I enjoying something so painful? So studying for the final exam, wow, I would study for hours. I had a week off from work. I took a week off. So I'll just be going through the material. And then at some point, you know, it's not getting in. It's not getting through. Then I'm like, okay, what time is it? It's 1 a.m. Maybe I should go to bed. You go to bed. You still can't shut down, because you can see how much material you still have to go through. You come back. It was insane. I tried all sorts of coffees. I've got like different collections, different brands of coffees to just keep me going. I usually say coffee doesn't work for me, but maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it's just in the head. But I drank a lot of coffee and I tried so hard, and I would go out and run and come back. And of course, exercise is important. You do need some form of energy. Exercise will give you that energy. So you do need to go for a walk or a little jog or whatever that works. If it's raining, like in Canberra, it's forever raining, I would do some few exercise cardio with my daughter, or do Zumba in the lounge. Yes, so you need a support system. I feel like if you're a single person, great, you can probably do it, because then you are the manager of your own time. But if you have a family, you still need to take care of your family. So it's not only med school. But you need a supportive partner. You do. You cannot do this without. I'm telling you, we do have people in our cohort who had to leave, or, you know, put this on pause because they don't have supportive partners. You cannot do it without a supportive partner. Literally, my husband was the chef of the house. He's the one who drops the kid at school and does the school pickups. When it's the weekend, I don't have to think about cooking. I just help where I can. I help with the dishes, but you need a supportive partner. If you have a child, you need a supportive partner. So it's really important to have a discussion with your partner before you start uni, which is what I did. I really prepped him, and I told him, I'm like, are you sure? But because he's always been so supportive, he's like, it wasn't just my decision to go to med school, because I had started initially in a pre-med program before I did physio, and then I stopped. But then he's like, come on, you know, do it. So it was a mutual decision that we do it. So it feels like it's a team thing. We are both doing it. Without the support, I mean, the stress gets there sometimes. It's real, guys. It's real. So some days I'm just like, okay, now do I give my family time, or do I still push for this? And it's like, okay, I think I can still get a pass in this quiz or in this test. So if you can do well, then yes, I'm gonna spend more time with my family for this week, you know. So you are juggling, you really have to. So you can't let one side suffer. So you just have to decide on a weekly, on a constantly. And every time there's a new module starting, don't be thinking that the same tricks you used on the last module will work. So you really need to be flexible, malleable. With every new module, new subject, new lecturer, everybody has a new style. Yeah, you just have to be a sponge and listen and be flexible. How does this one do his lectures? How do I, study for this one? What do I need to know for this? Pick what you need to know and what you don't need to know. Yeah, I hope that helps. I really hope that helps. For the newcomers, congratulations, you've made it into med school. So many people would like to go into med school. If you're given the opportunity, by all means, you are happy and grateful. Embrace it, have fun with it. Because if you don't, it will put you down for sure. You don't want to be depressed doing it. So make sure you have a good support system around yourself. Make sure you still go out. Early on, by all means. Yes, if it's exam time, then you can put your head down, but still balance your life. Work smart. I'm happy to address more specific questions in the future as you keep going, but I enjoyed it, guys. I don't know anyone who wouldn't enjoy it. It's fascinating. The human body is fascinating. Like, the human body is fascinating. And I mean, I did physio. You'd think, okay, it's healthcare, whatever. I've been in labs before. I've seen postmortems. We've done cadavers. But once you really get into the nitty-gritty of, wow, maybe it's been so long, but it's fascinating. Science is fascinating. So get in there with an open mind. Get in there dedicated. Get in there like, I really want to do this. What's your driving force? Why are you doing this? I've got little post-it notes that I would write at like 3 a.m. in the morning when it's really tough and hard, and I can hear my husband snoring in the other bedroom and my little child, and I'm just like on the other side, yeah, it's hard, but it's a good soul. It's a good pain. Hope this helps, guys. I'm on a break now. Fire me with more questions and I'll come back. Yeah, bye. Thank you.